Good fortune update. I've nipped out and I've been to get him some goodies because Hospital Steve treats patients like they're on holiday, right? Even if he's not paying, doesn't matter. We love him, right? So I bought him, because I can use it after, you see. I bought him a straw basket and I've turned it upside down so that he can go in and out the hole there. And I've packed it full of tea towels because they're going to be easier for me to wash. Rather than getting straw or stuff like that gets dusty and messy and having to keep rebuying it all the time. They're pretty fucking content with some fucking tea towels, right? So he's got a couple of tea towels in there. They're brand new. Well chuffed. Went straight in there. Come straight out his little hat over there, look. Gone straight in. Anyway, I've got him. I always have peanuts and birdseed and suet anyway because, well, you've seen my garden, right? But I've bought dandelion salad as a treat because obviously I can't let him out to go get some. And I bought apple and banana stick, and it's got a load of good stuff in it. So obviously it's going to take him an absolute lifetime to get through all this, but it's going to keep him busy. And I also thought, do you know what? I could just get fruit and nuts, but he's never been abroad and he's never going abroad, is he? He's only a little wood mouse. I'll get him some tropical trail mix. Let's see if he likes coconut and mangoes and bananas. And I know they've got sugar in them and some of them's been in oil and that type of... Look, he's a poorly mouse. He deserves the very best. He's not having me truffles, but he can have these. So, you know, He's been out, he's had a look. I don't want to fuss him too much because it's middle of the day and they don't come out in the day. But yeah, been weeing, been pooing. Pretty busy. He's been busy. But yeah, look. And now he's got his little basket in there. Oh, I can't get it to focus. Of course I can't. Anyway. And it just makes it easier for me to manhandle. I am hoping that he makes a full recovery and I can go put him straight back out again because we need to look after our wood mouses. Not ideal to be keeping him as pets. If I have to, if he's absolutely maimed and disabled and he can't go back out and I'm just putting him out to a death, obviously I'm not going to do that. And I say that ironically whilst I've got snap traps on my garden. Look, I'm not going to save one like this that's been had by a cat and then put it straight out for a snap trap. That's not happening. You know, if by chance they're in the wild and they're living life and they get the wild on the garden and they get caught in snap trap, so be it. I'm not having them overrunning. But this one is a special occasion, is good fortune, is lucky. He got a cat that had no teeth. So he's come out with very minimal war wounds and we're gonna give it a good go. And then when he's up and running, he's either going to stay with me, and he's pretty happy about it. He's been running up my arm, or we'll take him over to Anastasia's. Because she's got an absolutely massive garden, and it's got loads of space, and it'll be able to get nice and comfy over there. I don't want them settling on mine, you know, so... And she don't feed the birds like I do. Like, they've got more chance of establishing themselves here, and I don't want that. So, you know... It'll be more like being in the wild if they're over there. But yeah, it's a lovely day. Look at that, bit of sun. Look at that, my clematis has come in. My rhubarb. Look at that. And my caramel apple maple is very happy in that corner, so I'm glad I've moved it. I'm going to crack on, but I thought I'd give you a little update. He's well pampered, let me put it that way. He is one of the most fortunate little wood mice known to man. I actually need to look at those mice holes near my pond because they're not staying there at all. That's not a thing. That's not going to be a thing. I'll look at that another day. I'm just building something for next door, so I'm going to crack on. See you in a bit.